What's up, everybody? Review Man right here, and today I am back with another review. This one I just got done seeing. The Boy. The Boy stars Walking Dead's own Lauren Cohan and a bunch of other people. And so yeah, the movie starts out with Lauren. Her name is Greta in this movie. It starts out with her taking with her in this cab and taken to the house where Brahms lives. Brahms is the name of the boy. Is the name of the boy that supposedly died in the movie, but he's still alive. So anyway, yeah. So they go up to the house, and she's kind of puzzled about where she's at. She's just broke up with this dude that she had a baby by. And yeah, so she just has to get away she went from the US to the UK. Hats off to my UK fans out there. And hello dads, I love you, hello channel. So anyway guys, yeah, she's kind of puzzled about that Brahms is a porcelain doll. And she doesn't know that he's actually a real person. And so as the movie goes on, the mom gives her a list of rules to follow, and she said if you follow these list of rules, you'll be safe. You'll be safe. And so she's like, okay, I'll follow the rules. And so she follows the rules, and then automatically whenever she gets there, the parents like, oh, I have to go, we have to go. And then they actually go out to kill themselves, which is never explained in the movie why they're killing themselves. So yeah, it's never explained in the movie. Only explanation that we get is this letter that the mom writes to Brahms. Brahms. I think they get the name from Brahms Lullaby because that's his favorite song. So yeah. And Greta meets this, I'm about to say Maggie because that's who she plays. Okay. Anyway, Greta, she meets this guy named Malcolm. He like brings in the mail and brings the groceries and all this other stuff. And Maggie, Greta, she's not following the rules. And so Brahms takes it upon himself to show her a little respect and show her a little discipline for not following the rules. And so he's like, I promise I'll be good. I made your favorite sandwich, I made your favorite sandwich, your favorite snack. And he slides a peanut butter and jelly sandwich up to the door with sliced down the middle like she likes. I like that too. So yeah. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll follow your rules. And Malcolm and her start to develop this little relationship. And he's like, come on, if you go out with me, I'll show you a good time. And she's like, no, I just got out of this relationship and this thing with this guy. And he's like, oh, okay, I promise I won't make it a thing. We're just two friends. And he's like, oh, maybe next time. And so, yeah, the movie's going on. All this creepy stuff is happening. And like her clothes disappearing and Brahms just moving by himself and things like that. This is one creepy doll. It's creepy. Yeah. So anyway, she's talking with her best friend, and the best friend, she's talking with the best friend on the phone, and the best friend tells her that, I had no choice. Your ex, he came around here looking for you. And she's like, you didn't tell him where I was, did you? One of the other girls gave him the address of the house. And so she's like, oh crap. And so, and the next thing we see is Malcolm and Greta talking, and she's like, I can relate to them because they lost a child. I was pregnant by this other dude. I had a miscarriage. I lost him. And so yeah. And the movie's going on, and all these other strange things are happening because of Brahms. And so yeah. And then next thing we see is Malcolm. No, Greta, she's like minding her own business, and she hears somebody playing pool in the billiard room. He's like, Malcolm, is that you? And she said, and he's like, Malcolm, you there? Brahms? You there? Malcolm? Brahms? And then it's actually Cole, her ex. Sorry. It's actually Cole, her ex. And Cole's come back for revenge. Malcolm goes out, and she's like, and Cole doesn't believe about the whole Brahms and the list of rules and all that stuff. He's skeptical. And so, yeah, she's saying to Brahms, I'm not going to leave you, Brahms, but I need your help to get rid of this guy. And, yeah. And she said, I need your help to get rid of this guy. And so what Brahms does is he gets like all these dead rats out of the traps, because that's one of the rules in the house, is help them clean the rat traps. Because the dad was afraid that the rats might get into the house through the walls. So that's the need for the traps. And so while all this is going on, you see the mom and dad put rocks in their pocket and walking into the river, walking into this ocean, and they kill themselves. And that is never explained in the movie. And so yeah. What was that? And then Cole, gets really ticked off, and he has Brahms in his hand, the doll Brahms in his hand, and he's like, okay, here's what I think of this guy, and bashed him into this chair, broke him, and then he's like, what'd you do? And then next thing you see is there's some glass like right over here, and Greta is not Greta, Cole, he gets like right up to the glass. And the next thing you see is old Brahms just busting through, just beating the crap out of him and doing all this other stuff. And so Greta and Malcolm, they run for it. And so yeah, they're running through the house, they're running through like all these trap doors and all this other stuff. That's when you find out that Brahms has been looking through her throughout the entire movie, through like all these secret passages and stuff throughout the house. And yeah. And so Brahms kills Cole by stabbing this piece of porcelain doll into his neck and stabbing the jugular, and he just kills him. And so kills him. And so they're running, and Greta, she tries to find the way out through this little door on the side panel. And what Brahms does is he tackles Malcolm, and he just knocks the dude out. And she's like, come back, Greta, I'll kill him if you don't. I'll kill them all. Which Cole's already dead. I mean, if you stab somebody in the jugular, bleed him to death, he's already dead. And so she's getting through the gate, and he's like, oh wait, I can't leave him. And then he's like, and he goes back in, and she goes back in the house. And she's like, Brahms, you here? And she gets this little pick, puts it in her back pocket, and he's like, come on, Brahms, it's bedtime. Because that's the last rule, that's two of the last rules in the, of the set of rules, is put Brahms to bed and a good night kiss. And she's like, come on, Brahms, it's bedtime. Brahms, she walks him, the 20-year-old Brahms, to his room, because Brahms been alive this entire time. He didn't die in a fire like they believe he did. He's just been alive this entire time. And so he's like, come on, Brahms. Lays Brahms down. He's like, Greta, no kiss. And he's like, no, Brahms, you've been bad. That's your punishment. And then whenever Greta's about to walk out the door, he grabs her arm. And then he's like, and he gives her a kiss. And then what Greta does is she stabs him. She stabs him. He throws her up against the wall. And he's like, he throws her up against the wall. He stabs him a couple more times. Greta runs out, and instead of killing him, he just leaves him laying there just bleeding on the floor. The dude's still alive. And yeah, he's bleeding all over the floor. And he's just laying there. And then next thing you see is Greta and Malcolm escaping. And so yeah, that's where the movie ends. And then the next thing you see is after the movie ends is um is Brahms, the adult Brahms, in the basement where he had all of Greta's stuff, because they were gonna sacrifice Greta to Brahms, and was gonna give Greta to Brahms as like a sacrificial thing. And so yeah, they Malcolm and Greta escape, and Brahms is putting like the doll back together, and then that's where the movie ends. So it sets it up for a sequel. I give this movie a 5 out of 10 stars because it was a great movie. I loved it, and that's about it, guys. That was The Boy. Go check it out for yourself, and that's about it. And yeah, just go check out The Boy. I loved it. Me and my mom, we went, and we were the only 2 people in the theater. Not bad for a Monday afternoon. But yeah, I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, guys. I love ya.